This is Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. In this video, let's take a look at the Nifty. And this is after the trading session for May 21st, 2019. I am recording this with about 1 hour to go before the end of the US session on May 21st, 2019. Let's take a look here. As an educational video, we're going to be taking a look at two aspects of the daily chart. Number one is the breakout. Take this daily closing high as an example. And we can see that if we consider that price level, that being at 11738.50, we get an interesting perspective. Gonna draw a line representing that price level, something like that. And what we see here is a glimpse of how the Nifty has been responding to this level. We got an attempt to break out here for a couple of days that fails. There's a breakout here that ultimately failed. We try to hold above that level on a daily basis. We fail on many days. Ultimately, that leads to some type of a pullback. And now we've come all the way back to test that same level. So we can see clearly, we can use 738.50 as a level to watch. Anything back below this would be a failed breakout and a bearish indication of market intent. Otherwise, if the bulls are to push the market beyond current levels, we would need to stay above this level, which has been resistance going back to the initial attempt, going back to about March of this year. Here. So this was the initial breakout attempt that failed. And then ultimately this was several attempts to break out with failure, and now we are trying again. At the end of the session for May 21st, we can see we closed back below this level. So on a day-to-day basis, we can say that we are already seeing signs of resistance. Again, if the bulls are going to take charge, they need to move above this price and sustain levels above that price. Now, the other aspect, which I think is the more important aspect in my opinion, is take a look at how the stock's been responding at about the RSI 61.8. Now the blue line represents that level. Actually, the blue line represents the RSI 61.8 level. What I want to show you here is take a look at how the market has responded in terms of critical areas. We got a break below the blue line, which is 61.8. We come off the highs here. We got resistance here on the same line, short-term resistance, and a movement lower, resistance here, movement lower, resistance here, movement lower. We move above that level, which is what began. On hindsight, we can see this led to a nice move, which is here. And then we found support on the blue line, found support again here. We can see we did break below that level, which is this movement here. Resistance on that line for the high somewhere there. And over the last 2 days, we've hit that level and now we are calling back. So if the bulls are to move the market higher, they also do need to push this above the RSI 61.8 on the daily. Otherwise, this looks like more and more. It is suggesting, especially with a failed price breakout, it is suggesting that as long as we continue seeing this resistance on the daily RSI, chances are the next meaningful direction is lower. This is Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. ESCS.